It's 94.3 WYBC. I'm Daryl Huckabee from DD in the Morning. And as you know, we are doing a campaign with Yale University to support small, local, Black-owned businesses. And I am excited to have one of those business owners on the line right now, somebody that I know their establishment pretty well because it's one of my favorites in the downtown area of New Haven. His name is Karl Franz Williams, and he is the owner of Anchor Spa. What's happening, Karl? Good morning. How you doing today?
What's going on, Daryl? Good to see you, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to be seen and good to hear from you as well. And I always enjoy talking to you because, again, as I said, one of my favorite establishments downtown. You're a restaurant bar, but let's talk about the vibe, because years ago when I was first introduced to Anchor Spa, modern day, immediately when I walked in, it was the vibe that just captured my attention, and it was warm and welcoming, and one of those kind of like Cheers kind of place, wherever you want everybody to know your name.
Yeah. No, I mean, but so the Anchor has this like legacy, right? I mean, first opened in 1939, and it's so like rich history. So many people have been able to be there and experience it. I think part of the warmth is just that collective history emanating from the walls,
Yeah.
And then maybe the other part of it is that like my family is from St. Vincent in the Caribbean, and we have our menu is a pan Caribbean fusion. So we have dishes from across the Caribbean, from Jamaica and Barbados and Haiti and Cuba, and so there's like this blend of Caribbean flavors on our menu. Ties with the Anchor, right? Like
Right, exactly.
So I mean, so that's a I think part of the warmth is just is that Caribbean vibe coming through. I mean, you might hear some nice reggae vibes when you come in. So it's just that too. And then I think the other part of it is that our whole program, particularly our cocktail program, emphasizes fresh. So you walk in, and in our window is like all these herbs and fresh plants growing in the window. And on the bar, we have these big jars of herbs that we're using in the cocktails, and so and then there's fruit and everything on the bar as well that we're using in those cocktails. So that freshness. So that's the combination. It's the legacy, it's the Caribbean vibe, and it's the the focus on fresh that really, I think, gives you what you're experiencing.
Right. So let's talk about that Pan-Caribbean menu you got there. What are some of the specialties? Some of the more popular items on the menu?
Ironically, our most popular item on the menu is our, we're a bar, right? So people, our sexy wings.
And I can attest to those being really good.
Yeah, people. I mean, we sell more of those sexy wings than anything else, and it's actually not a. I mean, it's like a it's hot, but so there's some spice to it, but it's also flavorful as well. So it's kind of like it's just a unique flavor that we put on there.
Yeah.
And it's not particularly Caribbean, by the way. It's just something that people love, and we call it sexy wings because that's how you feel when you eat them.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, I'm a wing person. I've been to many places that have really good wings, but this really has a unique kind of taste to it that you will never get anywhere else. So I can truly appreciate that. What about let's talk about the drinks, because, I'm a drinker, but, when you walk into an average establishment, you call them bartenders, and that's what I kind of grew up calling everybody behind the bar. But you don't have bartenders. You have people that are considered mixologists, that there's a whole technique completely different than walking into your average place that, your people will enhance these drinks with. So explain that to us.
Yeah, so I mean, I've built my career in this business. I would say from behind the bar. All right, so we've always had great kitchens and great kitchen programs. All of my bars / restaurants. My first bar, 67 Orange Street, is now 13 years old. It is one of the oldest cocktail bars in New York, so therefore in America. It is, it is. I mean, we just got picked Esquire's top 27 bars in America. Time Out top, number 12, top 50 bars in New York City. And so that's really where I cut my chops on developing bar programs that were leading edge, strong mixology driven programs. And I had some great mentors in the game who helped me really develop my palate, develop my ability to create, and put these programs together. So, it is, like that has been for us, like really a big part of what sort of defines what we do. Now, we've sort of gone beyond that now. I mean, since opening 67 Orange Street, I opened Solomon and Cuff, which was a rum bar, back in 2015, and then in 2016, reimagining the Anchor as a modern cocktail bar.
Right.
And part of that is about part of being able to be successful as a cocktail or mixology driven bar, is to bring in top talent, top bartending talent, and then really coach and mold them, and work with them and collaborate with them to on the program. And so the drink menu at Anchor is that it is it's a blend of cocktails that I developed, that my bartenders have developed over time, and ideas that we've done collectively, but they are cocktails that really take every aspect of the creation into, we're using the best ingredients, really great spirits. They're blended to perfection. They're balanced. They're not overly sweet, not overly sour. They all have great balance, and then they're creative and interesting. And they're not so. The menu is Caribbean, right? But the cocktails are just sort of a broad collection of really interesting ideas, flavors that we put together.
So it's a whole experience from the food to the drinks, because you're not going to walk in and just get a basic gin and tonic or vodka.
We can do that too, but
I know you can do that.
It really hook you up too.
Well, you can go anywhere and get that, but what you offer is really, like you said, a creation of, you have herbs and spices and fruits and veggies all on the counter laid out that you're using in these drinks. So, I think that's a very unique approach, and definitely the taste. And I'm a connoisseur, or at least I consider myself a drink connoisseur. Definitely the taste is enticing. So, again, we're talking to Karl Franz Williams, the owner of Anchor Spa, 272 College Street, downtown New Haven, in the heart of downtown New Haven. If you want that food experience, you want that pan-Caribbean, you want the mixologist, not the bartender experience from behind the bar, this is definitely the place that you need to be. And again, we salute Yale University for partnering with us on this campaign. And Karl, you're standing the test of time. You made it through COVID, and you're going strong still. So we applaud you for that as well.
Thank you. Yeah, and we have a few things coming up. So I know a lot of people are coming back into town now. So we're doing every third Thursday we have $10 rum punches. So our rum punch, that is our most Caribbean drink on the menu, and it's an absolutely delicious, rum punch. So definitely check that out. And that's until November, so it's every third Thursday. And then there's other things coming out constantly. So follow us on IG at Anchor Spa. And we keep that IG going pretty on the Instagram going pretty active. So there's always information about whatever we're doing.
All right. Again, at Anchor Spa on IG. I'm going to be there shortly to experience the food. It's been a minute, but I'm overdue, Karl. So you know me, I love the food and the experience down there. Okay. I like to call it a vibe. It's a vibe at Anchor Spa.
Definitely.
Karl, thanks so much for taking time this morning. Again, Anchor Spa, 272 College Street, right in the heart of downtown New Haven. And this is all part of our campaign with Yale University to support local Black-owned businesses. Karl, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
All right, you too, brother. Great seeing you.
All right, it's 94.3 WYBC. I'm Daryl Huckabee with Didi in the morning.